Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna screenshot that.
My girlfriend broke up with me, so I stole her wheelchair.
Oh damn.
That's hilarious. Alright, Fresh J! Yeah. Oh man. We back in here, man. It's a new year, bro.
Happy fucking New Year.
Happy New
It's
Year.
the first one of the new year, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy to see y'all. I'm happy to be here.
Coming live for the 21 and the deuce.
Man,
And the deuce.
I'm very happy to be back, man. Dang, it's been like I ain't seen y'all in a long ass time.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, let's address it, bro. I hit Mark up on New Year's, and I asked him for a piece of content, man. It's the first time I've seen or heard from Mark since then.
It's true. It's been a minute.
I actually brought you. We were gonna fight on camera. No, just
Wait, what you asked for?
it was that video. I was drunk as shit on New Year's.
Did I send it to you?
No, you didn't send it, brother.
What was the video?
Yeah,
Man, I'm sorry, bro.
I was drunk as hell, and this girl was like flirting me up, and I was,
no.
like trying to and I do this, and I got this cool ass video.
My nigga, it's on the way. It's on the way. You taking your pants off? It's on the way. You know that nigga's probably doing something. My fault, bro. Actually, I went and thought, I was like, where do I even have that motherfucker though?
Oh,
Really?
damn, yeah.
And I don't know. In an email somewhere?
That's
a
a
look.
nigga.
Trey sent it to us or some shit.
Some shit.
Shout out to
It's
Trey.
all good. Shout out to Trey.
You a bad
What did y'all do on New Year's?
You're a bad friend.
I was out in Vegas, turned the fuck up, man.
I went to the West Side, the Comedy Theater. Made some connects. Came home, got me some Toblitos, drank an insane amount of champagne, and kicked it. That was it. It was a good ass lineup at the comedy place. Cool ass people came around.
That's always good.
Yeah, so that was my shit. That was it.
I third wheeled it at the homie's house.
Third wheeled it.
Yeah. The fourth wheel decided to stay home.
Damn.
So
COVID shit or just on some
no,
flaking?
it's fucked up. Kind of
No, about
I know I was on the way over there. The homie's homegirl died from COVID,
That's
and
real.
it was like the same friend group. So it was supposed to be them two, and then me and his girl's homegirl, and then the other homie and his girl were supposed to come.
Yeah.
And then the one dude and his girl, his dad got COVID, so he was like, "Yo, we not coming." And then the girl was like, "You know what? I'm gonna stay at home with my mom because this shit is getting scary."
It all fell apart piece by piece.
And I was
Shout out
10
to
minutes
that.
away from this nigga's house when he called me like, "Yo, just stay home, bro." So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm here, nigga. Like, we smoking blunts."
Shout out to that variant. That came
Yeah, I'm
through.
just
Really
saying.
was one of the moments like you might want to stay. It was.
Yeah.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Do we really?
I really.
You went out. I told you what I did.
Hey,
We still went. We wore masks, motherfuckers. We did.
I
what
don't
we did, but-
mask, vaccine.
Hey, I will say this though. I did some like super old nigga shit, bro. I passed out at 10:30.
Oh, this nigga's a dad.
I wasn't
I don't
around
knock
no
that,
show.
though. And you know what happens from 11:59 to noon to the midnight. You know,
Especially in Vegas.
Come on.
You're supposed to walk into the strip and get that random though.
If
Honestly,
you get it random, it's supposed to happen.
I feel
10.
like on New Year's, COVID really started hitting at about 10:45.
For real.
When everybody started coming out and being like, "Nah, you know what? Fuck it."
Yeah.
That's when COVID really was like,
Yeah, I agree.
bet.
Shit was closing so early, and then they started letting it open. And I feel like then the freaks came out at night, bro.
The freaks come out.
Is that what we call the variants now?
The freaks.
Which freak you get? Omicron.
Omicron.
I got that Delta, nigga.
That Delta. That shit is gone. All them shits is gone.
Y'all heard about the flurona?
I mean,
I did
that's
hear about that. Yeah,
that's what
Flow Rider.
that's what it is. That's what it is now.
Flow Rider. It is that now. They're still Omicron didn't even get a good run.
What if the
I don't know.
conspiracy theorists were right?
Omicron was the weakest.
It's
nigga
been the
out there.
flu the whole time.
That's what I said, and everybody told me I was crazy.
So wait, it's the flurona because it's mixed with the flu.
Yeah, the fucking they merged and made a super bug,
Or is it just the flu?
or is it just the flu?
Stop playing with me, bro.
See, the government's really fucking us up because they keep doing this stupid shit that niggas can like laugh at easily, like the
Yeah.
flurona, nigga. You sure you don't just have the flu? Like they didn't explain what COVID does inside your body well enough.
They just
for
keep
us to
saying sorry.
No, there's a difference.
They just keep saying sorry, and that's enough for me to be like, man, fuck y'all, bro. They like, my bad. We had said this, but now we're gonna dial that back. Actually, you only need this amount of time to.
Well, that's all economical, too.
Do you need another booster shot? You need another booster shot. Back shots for booster shots, guys. Anybody want to take me up on this offer? It's like
shots or booster shot.
in Sweden. I think it's Sweden or somewhere like that.
Offering sex.
There's a brothel.
Oh wow!
They're offering free time
Back shots for
if you come in and get your yeah, right.
That's down bad. That's a country down bad.
that is an agenda gone completely left. That's like the sex market. Can we get him with that one, guys?
So do you?
Nah, you know what it is?
Or-
Niggas stop. I think sex workers took the biggest hit. Strip
Where?
clubs ain't been open.
There's OnlyFans. No, I think the amount of OnlyFans that
The amount of
up,
girls that started inviting niggas over to just fuck them on
G.
camera.
Bro, bitch. They made money. Sex workers still.
Yeah, but you could do OnlyFans and then go dance at the club at night.
You sound like the
You know what I'm
main
saying?
bag.
Yeah, that main bag went away for a little bit, and they were like
There
we're
was girls that
talking.
weren't even dancing that opened up that became sex workers. So it's just like hard to say sex workers took the big hit because sex workers were made and made millions. There was a girl that I just saw the other day that said 2021 was
You know
the year
he
I
knows.
became a millionaire.
You know he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Come on, bro.
He's into the
Yo, this
dark
nigga,
web.
Hey, this nigga got real fire.
What did you say one
No,
time?
these OnlyFans bitches, trust me, they're making money.
What did you say that one time? I wasted some seed to that. Wasted some seed to that shit, man.
Oh, it's
I have. It's not cool.
Are you a Kanye Reddit OnlyFans?
Are the strip clubs open again?
Yes.
They are.
Yes. They are. They've been open since the summer of
They have.
last
They
year.
have been open since the summer. Yeah.
What do they wear masks while they dance?
No.
How does it
I
work?
went to strip club in Arizona. It was a normal ass strip club.
Yeah, but that's Arizona. I'm
TNAs, baby.
talking about like in like a place like California where we actually, close things.
Well, the thing that's funny about California closing shit, California is the least mandated place. Like, people don't follow any of the rules here. That's why they keep closing things.
It depends where you're at, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think that it is not as strict as
In the 30-mile zone? In the 30-mile zone?
No, it's not. I'm not
Wild
saying,
West stuff.
nigga, that I'm not. But if you really want to go there, nigga, what I'm saying is at the peak, California was shut down, nigga. Arizona wasn't.
That's very
That's true.
California was shut down. Texas wasn't.
That's true.
Florida wasn't.
Atlanta.
Atlanta wasn't. So yeah, nigga, we have done a lot more work.
Oh, yeah.
If we're comparing states, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's the only thing I'm saying. Like,
Right,
yeah,
right,
nigga,
right,
I know a nigga right now that has lied for the past 2 months in every club he's gone to. He's got corona twice. Because he keeps, oh man, they're sending me my Vax card and I don't have, and they just let them niggas in. Like,
That's the shit we're talking about, though.
yeah, nah, like, and I understand that shit is rampant.
That nigga
Yeah.
said they're sending me my Vax card.
Bro, I watched that shit work. And then I thought he was kidding. Because he was like, oh, I got in here without a Vax card. And I was like, oh, nigga, you funny. He's like, nah, like, I really don't. And then the nigga got COVID again. And I was like, well, you deserve that.
At this point, it's just digital flu, man. That's what I've been saying.
I would say we talked about it in the car, and then we just go. I'll be honest. No, we're in this reality.
Mm-hmm.
We're in this reality. It does exist. There's going to be variants from this point forward. It was called COVID-19 because there was a COVID 1, first of all. So like, we just got to the 19. So there's going to be COVID 45.
Well,
Okay, maybe
there's
not.
kind of.
Not there was.
Well, coronavirus is a family.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, so like SARS is a COVID.
Yeah.
The 19 is just the year that they
this variant.
that strain started. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
and they called it COVID.
No, that's okay. That's true.
But niggas been on some wash hands, cover your cough. You know what I mean? Don't go to work if you're sick type
But
shit.
niggas ain't never did it.
That's
the
been
niggas ain't never did it.
that
So
nigga
funny.
Barack. He held that one down when because SARS and bird flu, all that shit was the same thing.
And Ebola.
That shit went on a rapid spread. That nigga like, hey, calm the fuck down.
He did it. This speech he gave.
We're trying to marry these gay people over here. Shut up.
Yeah.
And then that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now-
we have it. They're calling us down, so that's what a cop was supposed to do. Not to
Yeah.
do like.
I think this. If we would have had Obama and not Trump, The pandemic would have been a lot easier.
The pandemic would have never happened because Democrats ain't gonna never let niggas not go to work like that. But
That's why we still open. That's why Canada shut down. Mexico was like, nigga, don't come over here.
The response team that fucking Trump fired, you know what I'm saying? That would have shut it down. Who knows if he would have shut it down?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if we had a responsible president at the time,
Yeah.
and like there would have been a clear cut message. That's the problem. That's why we have all these motherfuckers running around crazy.
Well, it's also the
There's never been
government's
a
fault.
clear cut message. Well, yeah,
I agree with that.
but the president is the government.
Yeah, but it was like the scientists came out and then the money people came out.
Yeah.
And it was just like, so you got the CDC that was disagreeing with the scientists
At
Like,
the beginning, yeah.
right. And then like we're getting like, oh, it leaves on surfaces. Oh, it's airborne. Okay, it's not. Okay, it doesn't leave on surfaces for 2 days. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It was just like some mix up of information.
Open your windows. Actually, close your windows. They did all kinds of shit.
Y'all can go outside. Get your ass.
You know what it is? We usually don't see that part of the science.
We don't see that part of science.
Usually it's like they be watching that
Figure
shit.
it out.
You know what I'm saying? It's been around for like 5 years and they just like, no, we know how that shit
That
works.
is
And
the
then that shit
problem
hits.
with fucking social media.
Yeah.
Even the fucking scientists want to get on here. Guys, it's just a blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up. Like somebody gotta have
Figure
some
that shit
integrity
out,
at
bro.
some point and be
Yeah.
like, lips closed.
Yeah.
We're doing this. Like we're trying to figure this
I'm
out.
not actually in the lab right now. I know how the method works, but I'm not there. I'm not at point, but I really don't got to write a book right now. Let me just let them.
Let me argue
them
with
do
people
their
on
shit,
fucking
man.
Twitter. Y'all seen Don't Look Up?
Yes.
Yes,
So when
nigga,
the
that
fuck-
shit had me
What are you talking
dying.
about now?
When Leo goes in, like arguing with people on the internet, that's what happened.
Seeing
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio even play like
That
he's
is-
doing that,
Yeah.
arguing with people online is hilarious.
The nigga with no
It's called
Instagram,
the
with no
scientific
social media.
method. Yes, bro. You know he doesn't fuck with that shit.
Calling me a
The
quackpot.
scientific method and gets up and mad, like worked up. He's an actual scientist. He actually knows the shit. That shit was great.
That's the funniest part about like niggas, like you're running like I ain't gonna say no names, but girl with Fauci facts, and it's like, wait, this nigga is the leading virologist, damn near in the world. Like he might not know everything right now, but he know
knows.
more than the rest of these niggas.
He knows
You know what I'm saying? So like,
qualified.
for you to sit there and say he's out of his mind because you don't like that he made you stay home, like if that nigga said it. Maybe.
Yeah.
If the nigga at the top says it, maybe. You gotta say maybe. You can't say niggas is because it is the government.
Yes.
But maybe.
And
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
distrust. Also, like right at that time, wait, QAnon is going on. So everybody's
Full
trying to-
force.
Full force.
Full
at that
force.
moment. There's just all the conspiracies that we've learned about, all this shit. What a time, bro.
And you notice they try to get our minds off that shit. They was like, yo, aliens are real. And that shit came and went.
Yeah, people were definitely like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, nigga, I watched Men in Black. I get it.
First lie that we uncovered about you guys a long time
Long
ago.
time.
We watch the show.
I fucking
Periods, blah, blah, blah.
Scully and Mueller, got it.
Pyramids, we know.
I fucking hate that show.
Which one?
It's low-key
Ancient
kind of
Aliens?
racist.
Oh, Ancient
It is.
Yeah.
It's like if black people or Hispanic people built it, aliens.
They do. And they do just like, for
And then they were like, yeah.
indigenous people to make it with this much symmetry, it would have to be a civilization above. No, actually, motherfuckers just knew shit.
Yeah,
Or
niggas
just
is like,
were
math has never
outside
changed, nigga.
Available. We were free. Our pigmentation
There was no light.
allowed us to be
There's no
outside.
light pollution, so the sun, the stars is actually coming
It's
down.
right
There's
there,
no
boy.
gas
pollution.
Gas pollution.
Come on, bro.
There's no smog.
No smog.
Nigga, the only smog they had came from a cow's ass.
We haven't smelled fresh air ever in our life. That sucks, man.
I have.
Where?
I walked on a glacier in Alaska.
Are you lucky, motherfucker?
Yeah, I've had the cleanest of water.
I didn't step on a glacier though.
Yeah, we so for my mom's
Hard.
for my mom's 50th birthday, since it was just me and her still, she was like, we're going on a cruise, and we went to Alaska, and that was one of the trips. They took us in a helicopter and we landed on the glacier, and then we got to walk around the glacier, and they like took us on this little trail.
Man,
it was
that's
pretty
hard.
dope. Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Dope.
But yeah,
Canned air. Have you ever heard of that?
yeah, from China.
Yeah.
They started. It's a Canadian company that sells canned air in China.
That shit is in that movie, bro. That fucking Dr. Seuss movie, The Lorax.
The Lorax. That's what that whole shit was about.
That shit is
Lorax
about.
was a bop.
That shit came out what 10 years ago now,
Yep, and it's the realest shit.
and it's gonna be at least another 10 years before motherfuckers even realize that they've been buying air for 10 years. Watch. Like this nigga is getting rich off of niggas breathing. Let's pollute the shit and sell it to him. 2 Chainz had bought that shit on most expensive and shit.
And then you like breathing in and then like what?
It's just in you.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's gonna come right back out. It's carbon dioxide.
You're huffing that shit.
I like that girl that sell her farts.
I was about to say that. I decided to not do it, but there's a girl that's selling her farts. She got a heart attack.
She had a heart attack,
Yeah, pretty
nigga.
excited, man.
She made
I was like,
$58,000
I'm like, ah!
selling farts.
She made 58 grand.
No, she made like 45 in like a month.
Is it 45? Yeah, okay,
In a
yeah.
month selling farts.
Close
And then
enough.
She's also from 90 Day Fiance and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Why did she have a heart attack?
Because she kept farting, nigga.
Oh, she was
force farting.
Man, it was.
It's the same way that nigga Elvis died.
Because you're saying like the food she was eating that produced the gas gave her a heart attack?
No,
Fart gave her a heart attack.
nigga. You start forcing farts out and forcing your. That's how Elvis Presley died. He was sitting on the toilet. That's, no, this is real shit. He was sitting on the toilet. That nigga was trying to force a shit out and he had a heart attack.
Oh no.
Fucking peeled over right there.
Man, I'm about to go eat some fucking roughage.
I think it's fine. I think you're.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be okay, man.
Elvis probably had a terrible diet.
That nigga was eating a steady diet of heroin
and steak.
and steak. My grandma like knew him personally
shit.
and hated him.
It did sound like a lot
Yeah,
of
said he
people
was
liked him.
said he was a piece of shit. She's from Arkansas.
They call him the king of rock and roll. I bet you he just like fucking.
Well, yeah, she knew him before the fame.
Take
Though.
his ball sweat and wipe it on somebody's forehead.
Dog, could you imagine? It's some
Fuck
nigga,
Elvis up.
some nigga like Tommy Lee Jones did that shit.
Man,
He was like, "Come here, bitch!"
And they
Like did the
liked it.
fucking Simba shit on
Man.
the forehead.
that movie The Dirt, where they show how Wild Motley, that shit was great, man. That's a great fucking movie.
I really like that movie.
I never seen it.
It's
Tripping.
so good,
That's a
bro.
good ass movie.
Yeah, man, fucking selling farts, man. I didn't know that you could give yourself a heart attack, dirty bitch.
Like forcing out farts.
Hey, hey, you got what you got.
Y'all ever did that? Like fart in a can and smell it?
Nah.
Or was I just
I
a
farted in my hand
Hey,
and threw it at people.
damn. You know what's good enough for me, man?
You ain't never did that?
No.
How you throw a fart? But I didn't know it.
Hold it for a second and pump it.
So you like put your hand down your pants
No, that
and
means
like
your
covered your asshole?
Your hand smells like methane gas, is what that is, and you're thinking that you're holding on to the fart.
Obviously, you not hold the air, but I'm saying you can get that shit in your hand just enough to fucking. I think it's possible. And it's the fact that y'all have never done it.
Scientific method,
That was
nigga. You
very
know
primal.
nothing.
That was primal.
Yeah, man. It's very
My nigga
possible.
said, "You ever grab shit out your ass and threw it at somebody like
Nah.
that?"
You know what I'm saying? Like, no,
Like
I've
a
never been to
little
prison, nigga. Like,
When you ever grab shit out of your ass? Didn't say that. Man, I got a question, man. Let me just-
I got a question. Go ahead.
Can black men have preferences, man?
Ooh, you want to hit that one before? Yes, let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
For the
now.
green?
Yes.
I will.
How do you feel about that? You asked, so I'll answer.
It's a tricky. It's such a trick question.
I think yes, the black man, if any man can have a preference, it is the black man, right?
Mm-hmm.
The original goddamn king of the earth and shit. And
can have preferences.
can
Hell
have
yeah.
preferences. Like you should have your lay of the preferences because they're all from you and the black woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all created all of these hues together.
This nigga
So-
got real hotep on us.
To have your cake and eat it too should be your taboo, man.
I think you can have a preference. But there's a difference between
Nah.
having a preference and just being a piece of shit. Yeah, you know what I'm
So
saying?
it-
Towards a group of people.
Is saying
See, I didn't
don't
even
date
think about
black
that.
women. Is that a preference?
Yeah, but then don't turn around and be like
Don't say because
ugly, darky bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't date Shaniquas.
you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Like, no, but no. See, that's where, because now you're categorizing all black women as, yeah, you are.
That's cultural.
No, because the nigga he got that quote from, I'm sorry, the person he got that quote from wasn't a black guy.
It was black dude.
That's a black guy?
I think he's Indian, actually.
Yeah, that's a mother. He's a fucking.
It was the fucking dude
Dot
with
not
the,
feather.
with the hair, with the buzz
Thinning
cut that said
hair.
it.
Thinning hair.
I don't know if he had thinning
No,
hair,
that
but
that nigga
Buzz cut.
that
it
nigga's
was the dude
Indian.
with
Fresh and fit.
Yeah,
That nigga's Indian.
I think he's not black.
Yeah, I don't think he's
I'm
black.
not sure.
Now the
the
fat
fucking long nose.
dark skinned nigga next to him.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I mean, he do got an
It's
Ethiopian
such a
nose,
great
but
conversation.
that's cultural anyway. Like we can take it away from race. That's just cultural. Like to say I don't date Shaniquas is I don't like ghetto bitches, bro.
And can you not say that? Can you not say I don't want to date?
No,
that
bruh, no, because
Not
that's
that.
not all he said. He said I don't date darkies.
Well, that's
like
a
now,
different thing.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying is how you do it. Like yeah, you can have a preference.
Wait, he said both of those in the same sentence?
Nigga, he said a lot of shit.
Because I just heard him say he don't date Shaniquas. He's like,
No, and then him and the dark skinned nigga started laughing, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't do darkies. We don't do the darkies or whatever." Because of course they like light skinned women.
I think he just said that.
Oh, well, that's a preference.
And he doesn't beefing with the dark skinned women on there. Look,
That's his preference then.
But it's
out.
not even a preference at that point.
Is it white supremacy to say I don't like women of a certain hue? Is it?
What if you don't
No.
like women that are white?
Huh?
What if you don't like white women?
Right.
I don't fuck with white women. I don't date white women.
Okay, so are you a racist?
I don't know. I'm asking this now. I was
That's why I'm asking.
You gonna let the internet fuck your head up. Like, look,
Yeah,
bro,
bro, like-
you are not a racist because you don't want to fuck on Becky, bro.
Right.
If Becky wants to fuck on you and you say, ew, get out of here, you pasty pale caucus bitch. And like,
You cave bitch.
Is that racist then?
A little bit.
yeah.
It's teetering.
Nah, I don't do all that. I'm just asking you.
Or if you say, I don't want to get with you because your fucking skin starts to sag up.
'Cause
blah,
here's
blah,
the thing,
blah,
like-
age, and like, or you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When you start hitting them with
Are you
the-
going out of your way? Like, are you just saying, yo,
That's
actually,
still preference stuff.
I'm not really attracted to that woman? Are you going out of your way to like make the joke and make somebody feel bad about
Okay, what
themselves?
if you're like, I don't date, look, I do date black women. What if you were to just be like, I don't date black women because I don't want to deal with this shit.
What shit?
That's a preference, though.
I don't want to deal with arguing. I don't want to.
But you gonna argue with any woman?
Right. I don't want to deal with this type of arguing.
What type of arguing?
Right. That comes from a black woman. Let's just say.
What
that
type of
is-
arguing? But that's why. I'm making the argument for you.
Okay.
What type of arguing? Because you gonna argue with the Latino girl. You gonna argue with
Well, this oppressive ass
a white
argument.
girl.
This oppressive fucking argument. That's what I don't want to have.
Hey, man.
So like,
Look,
I can say that with ease.
I'm not saying I even agree.
I know what I don't like about
And
it.
we're laughing now, and are we being those guys?
No.
We all date black women here. Like I do. Look,
When they let me,
when they let
me.
But also, do I want like a fucking? Do I want like super? Man, I'm gonna
Urban?
say this shit. I don't want to fuck. Yes, gutter snipes. No, just playing. I don't want to date ones that is like it's gonna be.
Here's the thing. All right,
That,
here's the
like,
thing.
set me
When-
up, rob me.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
Shit.
I think
Thank you.
no, because I feel like this. Being the mixed nigga in the group and coming from the family I come from, that ghetto that we don't like about black women, there is a white side
There's a
of
white
that
Puerto
ghetto.
Rican, Asian, there's that of everything.
But here's the
Yes.
thing. So when you're making that differential, that's when that's where the problem comes, because since you can say there's ghetto white, ghetto Latino, ghetto fucking Asian, ghetto da da da,
You just
you saying I don't like black girls because they're ghetto, that's where the problem is. Because if
That
you
is the
just
problem.
if your thing is just I don't like ghetto girls, cool.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
make it that, that's what I'm saying. I don't like them bitches with that ghetto ass attitude.
by large in number, by far, there are much more ghetto black girls than there are any other ghetto girls.
I don't know. I've been around a lot of lit. You ever been
I don't
in?
know about all that.
I don't know, dog.
Bro, most of the white women in this country are
Nigga,
probably ghetto.
I don't know,
Most of the
dog.
Hispanic women in this
I
country
don't-
are probably ghetto. It's a small group of people. that are
You're,
funny. Okay, what's
this
up?
is not what I'm saying.
Okay, what's up?
By and large of number, by number.
Yeah,
by
but that's
default.
the
There's
law
no
of big
yeah, but.
numbers.
There's no,
That's,
no,
no,
yeah,
there
but.
is, because that's the law of big
There's
numbers.
no yeah,
Of course,
but. I
it's
haven't even
gonna-
finished my thing. So, like, in large by number, there are way more ghetto black girls than there are ghetto white girls. These white girls, Asian girls, or whatever, they're putting on, bro. Like, yes.
So do you, wait.
Some of them do grow up.
No,
in the
yeah,
ghetto.
no, I'm not saying
by
that-
large in number. I'm literally
I'm not saying you're
by
wrong.
number.
I have a question.
By number.
Okay, but what? That still doesn't. None of
One
that.
housing project has more ghetto black girls.
It doesn't. It doesn't
of
matter.
one-
but
one
none
white
of that.
city.
But none of that matters because
housing project.
Because is it that you don't like the ghetto, or you don't like the black girl? That's what I'm saying. If you don't like the ghetto, then say you don't like the ghetto.
We've been said that.
I don't like ghetto girls.
But I said I don't like oppression arguments.
Okay, cool. But that's not the point. The point is
How's that not the point?
because okay, you're arguing semantics. If what the argument is, What the argument is motherfuckers is sitting here saying, I don't like black girls because they all ghetto, they all this, they all that. And what I'm saying is, nigga, if you just say, I don't like ghetto girls because they do this and they do that, and you take the black part out of it, a lot of people will not have a problem with you having a preference. The problem with people having preferences is that you're now saying, I don't like black girls because they act like that. Well, all black girls don't act like, even if more numbers and by large and all that shit.
Well, you're having a different argument now, though.
No, I'm not.
You're
Because
not even having a different argument. You're just making a whole different point. The point was originally is having a preference, a problem. We got away from that and we started saying about, is it just dating a black girl that's ghetto or no?
No, the argument was about preference. And the problem that a lot of people, namely black women, are having with a lot of men, namely black men, is that we say we don't like black girls, and then instead of being like, okay, I'm not attracted to black girls. That's cool. But niggas, namely the niggas we're talking about, the fit and whatever they're called, will then pinpoint something about a black girl that's not instinctually black.
Right, okay.
And what I'm saying is, if your thing is, I'm not attracted to bitches with big ears. All right, cool. But if you sit back and you go, I don't like black bitches because they got Dumbo ears. First of all,
yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
If it was a cultural, stereotypical,
but it's always like cultural,
anthropological type of thing that was actually mapped onto this certain group of people that we were actually talking about. You know what I'm saying? Then that's when it becomes a problem. So, like, of course, because we don't think of black women with big ears. That's not an issue. But there has been a whole history of us thinking that black women are a certain way, right? Or media saying that they're a certain way.
Is it the media, bro? It's literally just what it is.
Okay.
So you don't be letting people finish either.
Nigga, what?
Okay, so what I am saying is that overall, I do think per capita, there's about the same amount of poor, ghetto, white trash, as well as like that's bogus to say that.
John don't be around them,
but
so he think they not there.
Why are we acting like that's what they're saying though?
Wait, the niggas from that video that we're talking about?
Like, look. Nobody's saying that ghetto Asians, ghetto white girls don't exist. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's ever said that. The problem is that even ghetto niggas are not a preference for some people, right? I've heard girls say you never get with a nigga from the hood because he doesn't have anything. That's a known thing, and that's not even true.
I heard you never get with a nigga from the hood because they'll not let you go.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That is true though.
I had a homegirl explain that to me. She's like, "Oh yeah, like I dated this nigga that was from a gang." He
ain't got shit.
No, it wasn't even that because the nigga did have shit. Like he was big homie, but at the same time, she can't break up with this nigga.
I think that's oppression, and I think that's what people don't want to date.
I mean, is that possible that that's a socioeconomic thing, maybe?
I'm talking that's a specific thing in that, but
this is a fire conversation, and it's probably deeper than what the fuck we have the vocabulary to talk about, and like why these things are, because there's toxic.
All I'm saying, whenever I see on Twitter or on wherever the argument's being had, the thing that I've deduced is the moment you put a race in it, it doesn't matter what race you put. The moment you put a race into your critique, like now you're doing too much.
Yeah, I feel like here's why I agree with that.
Go on Twitter and really look at the arguments, and it's these generalizations about people, and you're like, wait, hold on, like if you just don't like women that do that, that's cool.
Well, Fit and Fresh was doing a lot of fire shit because they were getting arguments. First off, Fit and Fresh was a podcast that was a part of the Red Pill. Hold on, let me.
No.
And them niggas were sending niggas out of the room. The niggas were just demanding respect on their own platform. They were like talking about dating from a Red Pill standpoint, and just on some like, this is what the fuck we're doing. This is what the reality is. And this, if you're being a bitch in here, whether you're a man,
well, they look like those alpha.
Yeah, that was that shit.
I feel like alpha niggas.
Wait. Let me finish it.
Go ahead.
Them niggas had their philosophy on the way dating was what their shit was, and that was their point of view. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that was their world. So they it wasn't just, it was white girls that was getting kicked out, Latina chicks, everybody was getting kicked the fuck out if they was disrespectful. And I think that's respectable, right? I think that's respectable if like, hey, you fucking, because
it's your platform.
It's your platform, yeah.
Girls were just on there like, nah, like they was disrespecting veterans. They were just, girls were just being there saying any fucking thing.
No,
but it really went viral, just like the nigga Kevin Samuels. The only reason why is because it's not that funny is because it was like knocking a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like
and a famous black woman.
Okay, yeah, and a famous black woman.
Who? Dream Doll.
Actually, and not even famous. And he was like, and his whole point was, we all talk about how a man has to make money here. Man has to get on for you to have a name, and we don't know who you are. We know King Von. All respect. Who are you? And the girl's like, but that's his girl. That's my point. That's his girl. If he wasn't shit, then what? You know what I'm saying? That was your point, right?
Manosphere.
Manosphere. Thank you.
Manosphere.
You know what it is. So yes.
What's that?
The Manosphere is like this whole red pill shit about like the way the fuck we're thinking about, like, you know what I'm saying, this is the way we're thinking about women from this point forward. Like, this is like, you know, whatever. And that's what there's a whole group of people that fall underneath that shit. So like the niggas was like, this is what the shit. Now
see, that's why I don't like that alpha male shit.
I mean,
I feel like them niggas, not like, I understand being an alpha male and I'm carrying yourself. I'm cool with that. I don't mind that. But like the niggas that like label themselves, make him go around. The niggas that label themselves alpha male, like I feel like they just be the niggas that's scared to talk to dudes like that, so they talk to women how they talk to women. Like
that's what I said. They were talking to men like that. They all say that. People try and say that, but
I've never paid attention, so I'm coming from outside.
They did a lot of other shit. So of course on Twitter they've been saying they don't talk to no men like that. Actually they have been. Actually they have been doing that for a whole bunch of people. Kevin Samuels was doing it to men for years before he did it to women.
But I'm not talking about like a nigga.
Samuels is Manosphere.
I'm not okay, and I understand that, but I'm not talking about a nigga call in and you tell him what you feel. I mean, like if we were sitting right here with Kevin Samuels, I think his tone changed.
No.
They still be doing that. They were kicking niggas out several times. So the whole idea of that is just like
there is a man that exists that is not intimidating in presence, but not intimidated by anyone else's presence.
That's what the fuck they say. It's rooted in the truth. Look,
yeah, I know. I do that.
Look, the Manosphere shit is stupid.
Yeah, I live that.
Jay Green,
I live that life.
Thank you for coming. Happy New Year, bro. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, that's all Fresh Jay said.
Yeah. Okay, I just did that. I always fuck it up, but I'm so happy I did that right.
No, we're Fresh Jays. We're a family. So.
Look, I'm not trying to sign off the whole Manosphere shit. That shit is that whole shit. They got a lot of problems.
That's this nigga's whole YouTube.
That's his history right there. Like, nigga, I don't watch all their videos.
Look. It started with Patrice O'Neal, and then it went down this path. And that's how I broke up with my last name. I'm gonna be real, because I was just like, you know what your problem is, bitch? You know what I'm saying?
I believe Mark did that.
And I went down a whole path, and obviously there's issues with that shit.
There's not, man. What the fuck are y'all being? Look, okay, look, bro.
Say it.
Having a
follow me at your neighborhood sim.
Having a preference of anything.
Let's go. Yeah,
is okay, bro.
Have a preference.
Yeah, but I'm not. But I agree with that.
That's okay. If you want to pull race into it, and that's a part of your preference, that is also okay.
It's still okay. I agree.
If you want to belittle someone based off of your racial preference, that is not okay.
That's what I've been saying.
Okay. So, in the Manosphere space, where these niggas are literally doing the first two things and not the last thing, they don't belittle nobody. They don't. But these fresh and fit guys came out and said the Shaniquas things. And we don't do no darkies. All this. Got it. Right. There are niggas that are living in this Manosphere space that are straight betas, bro.
Okay, but here's my thing.
You say you don't like them. You don't like the betas, bro.
But here's the thing. Maybe
it's a great way.
I feel like you're right. I also
that's why
I also feel like
I thought I was gonna sit there. I sit there.
This nigga done solidified his seat. I feel like the betas are the ones getting the screen time. I don't know about the Manosphere thing. I haven't done my research. I'm not gonna talk about them. But the two niggas that I did see, to me, came off as beta. just in the way they carry themselves, and these are the niggas that get shoved down our
Get
throats.
wrapped into the whole who's beta, who's alpha. That shit is.
It's weird to have that conversation.
That is
It's a weird conversation.
It fits though, and literally in that mode because that's what we're talking about. Because them niggas are beta ass niggas, bro. Because you can definitely say you don't like a ghetto ass bitch, bro. You can literally just say I don't like ghetto ass bitches.
Boom, easy money.
That's the end.
That's your preference. You can't argue that.
He did put it. They put it on a
group of people. Yeah, you know
so
what I'm
it's
saying?
like that's what fucked it up.
Taking it down made them the beta.
Woo!
Damn.
Damn. Video that they had up. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you pussy for that.
If you held it up,
If you meant that shit, you should have kept that shit. If that's what you meant, you should have. Yeah,
Didn't mean that shit.
that means pussy.
Yeah, those guys are seekers of attention. I mean, they're an IG model with a podcast. So like
An IG model with a pocket.
a BBL and a podcast. Let's make sure I say it right. Like they basically. I don't like them. I don't listen to them or watch them, but I watch them through Avid Preach. Like that's how I kind of learned about who they were, because you could see that they trying to say that they're trying to say something to get everybody to pay attention to who they are. What they're doing.
okay, so I will say this: like the reason why the whole red pill manosphere type shit even exists because there's a lot of motherfuckers that are like, how do I be a man and date in this time? That's a whole thing. Now, if you're beta for even asking that, I'll let y'all decide that.
I don't think you're beta for asking.
Okay,
that.
whatever you could judge.
Well, saying it out loud, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? I just be throwing some things out there, but it's like if
I
you,
do.
whatever you think.
Some fucked up
Saying
shit.
it out loud.
Okay, so how do I assert myself? What do I do? Goddamn, what is this shit, right? So whatever gets you there, you now are watching that shit. Okay, now y'all niggas are bringing a philosophy of like, this is what the fuck you need to do to make yourself better, to make yourself good in this sexual marketplace. What? Fucking get yourself swole, make yourself more money, fucking become this, get these things.
Listen to Drake.
Whatever. They don't say that.
What Drake said.
It's like, they definitely don't say Drake. They're more like the opposite of that, right?
You really got to do all that shit to get a girl?
No, you don't.
You
at all.
don't, and that's
Like that's my thing. Like, hold on. Like,
okay, so what kind of women are you going after, right?
Let's dial it back. You do have to do some kind of work to get that girl, right?
that's fair.
Yes.
Like that girl requires you to be a better version of yourself at all times.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But if you want to be out here, you can be out here.
You can be
without doing it.
It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But that's why they bring girls from Miami, from the club, on there to talk, because they're like, these are the chicks that these dudes probably want to talk to, and what do they want? And that's how they catch them in these traps. They'll be like, okay, you want a idealistic, masculine man? What does that mean to you? And the girls will say, he has to have this, and have to have that, and have to have this, and have to have this. And they'll be like, okay, what do you have? They always catch them in them little loopholes, and the girls are like, I have a studio apartment. I got 2 roommates. Whatever the fuck they say, it doesn't matter. We're all living wherever we living at.
Yeah,
But it's like this whole idea of like what the fuck somebody else needs or what's your worth and all this type of shit in a real place when you're sitting down in front of somebody. That's not.
It's
the
not
reality.
real.
It sound
like that at all.
It sound like
friendship. Like,
come on,
friendship has never been based off of. Friendship is a perfect example because it's not based off of stuff. I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, all my homeboys got to be 6 feet." Like you never say nothing like that, right? You just start to vibe.
Really weird.
And it's the exact same way with dating.
Like that.
It's the exact same way with dating. Like you really do not have a criteria in that sense.
Some shallow
if you
people
vibe
do.
though,
Yes,
if you vibe, you vibe.
Yes.
And you,
Here we are.
even the shallow
I knew we
people,
was gonna do this. Thank guys. Thank you.
even the shallow people are like they like. He's not my type. He's not this.
I'm gonna be real.
It's just cool.
What's up?
I've been that nigga. Like,
That's right.
when I met you, you were not my type. But like,
Right.
the more I talked to you, the more I got to know you. Like, you're like one of the coolest niggas I ever dated.
Right.
And not the,
Oh, right,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
These niggas, by the way.
No, but that's the whole thing. No, but the whole thing is like you can't meet somebody and know what the fuck it is. Let's get to know them and then see what our values are and all that type of shit.
Yeah,
That's really
shallow
what
is
it
only like a people famous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that whole thing.
I think a lot of it is niggas don't know what type of girls they like.
Niggas.
Yeah.
They do. Niggas be scared, bro.
No.
I don't know how they both are true, but they
Niggas
are.
know what type of girls they like. But how many times have you dated a girl and when you started dating her, you were like, damn, this girl's kind of like dope. And then you get to the intricacies and you're like, this bitch kind of whack. A lot of the time.
So funny.
But here's the
That's
thing.
happened a lot.
It's dudes out here that don't learn from that lesson. How many times have you dated? How many times have you dated the same girl twice?
Wow.
Like, I don't look for love in the club because I don't like club girls. Because I dated a club girl and I didn't like the intricacies.
But then every girl at the club ain't a club girl.
Yeah, some
Which
girls
is
just
why you
went
still
the
have to go to the club and talk to girls.
Some girls be.
I didn't say I don't go to the club. I didn't say I don't be there and have conversation, but you know, within 15 minutes, I know if I fuck with you or not.
Store, but they just left church.
But those are great places to
Those are great places to find women.
Some girls in the club and they just left the grocery store.
You understand me?
Amen.
Hey, have you ever been in the grocery store and then like thought a girl was cute and looked in her basket and then been like, oh bitch, you only eat processed food. Like you don't have no produce. You be like, oh no, I can't fuck with you. You don't know how to cook. I can tell.
The only person that
No, nigga, I do that shit all the time.
you be starting stalking that booty.
You like, this is bad. And you start like, wait, why are you only in the frozen food section?
You be like, her dookie stank.
I know that's not smell like.
She making real decisions between Marie Callender's and Hungry Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm calling the police.
Get them Marie Callender's, man.
Why is that a question?
You ever see something like squash in the basket and be like, okay.
Now, see, I also do that.
You be like,
Too healthy for me.
Oh yeah, no, that's why like I don't even look for girls when I go to Air One.
But you can see their booty.
That ain't my type of girl.
You can
right
tell by
there.
their ass they too healthy. You can tell by their ass shit.
parked
if
their car
way
and got
too
out
healthy.
and went
yeah.
inside Arowana. I'm like, never mind. I'm here for a specific reason.
Then I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
$8 orange juice.
I got
More of a
tunnel
Trader
vision.
Joe's type guy.
Yeah, Whole Foods will do me just fine. Like I got tunnel vision.
Great way to put it.
But
Thank
yeah, you guys are. I'm happy I got here at this point. I
Yes.
don't know what you guys been talking about before.
This is it. This is what we've been talking about.
Bitch ass niggas that just
But do
caused
we
the
all-
uproar on the internet.
That word preference goes for other things in life. This is where how I am, and I think you guys know this about me. I just deconstruct based off of the word prefer. What do you prefer? It doesn't have to be a person. It could be, do you prefer pasta or rice?
Preference.
Preference. So it's basically.
Gotta have ants.
Ants.
Yes,
But preference is something that you rather have in comparison to everything else. It doesn't necessarily mean you wouldn't want everything else or even add that to your what you would prefer. So when I see it like that, it's the same thing when I see women like, yeah, I prefer this. But it's also based off of my life experiences and all that kind of
like
stuff. That
everybody's.
happened. But once I experience more, because let me tell you something, would you know about what they call dirty old men? We talk shit about dirty old men because they are dirty old men in our eyes. What they are people who have experienced life and know what's good. So they're saying no.
For them.
Y'all, yeah, but
Yeah.
what I'm
Ain't none of
saying,
y'all fucking that
Yeah,
girl right
like,
there.
yeah,
Boy,
when
y'all
they-
crazy.
Man,
when they do that,
what are you
and you
Yo,
know
I got
what?
an uncle like that.
Talk to that girl.
You like that annoying
They're
ass
saying,
bitch? They like,
yeah, they're saying like that's the good shit.
Well, that's the one right
You don't
there.
even know. And the reason why, because they made that, they had to take one for the team. Or
That's why I
something along
start
those
looking
lines.
at girls now. If a girl hits on me and I may not like her, I think of myself as a 70-year-old man.
That's what you do.
Interesting.
Yes, I think like, would I like this if I was old as shit? Right? And she shouldn't be talking to me.
Yeah.
If I was nasty and old, would I be liking this if she was attracted to me? Think about it like that.
This nigga is Benjamin Button R. Kelly. What the fuck is that,
Whoa.
Whoa! That's the name of this episode. Man.
bro? This nigga said, I put myself as a dirty old man.
I make myself dirty old man to think, am I attracted to
Bring
this
you
person?
back to who you
Do I want this ass?
Yeah.
This girl was not born
She's the
when
same
When I
wasn't born at all.
when I can't fuck anymore, am I gonna wish I fucked her? Yeah, I am. All right, let me go fuck her.
But then I'm fucking like an old man.
And we done locked up our girls.
Oh, you like that, don't you?
My bad.
Stop.
Kills.
You from
Why?
the Shot Town.
Shout out.
Hey man.
Shout out who, nigga?
Shot Town.
Chicago.
Okay. Okay.
Relax.
Okay.
Everybody scale it back. It's all love in this room
Okay.
right now. It's
Okay.
a fresh
We
game.
stepping in there?
Yeah, let's take a step.
Stop it! Stop it! Just, no, you stop. No more of you.
This
You can
motherfucker.
say it. You're
Let's
from
take a
Chicago.
step in the name of love.
No, he's done. I'm not taking any more from him anymore.
Hilarious.
You're done.
We want to drink when Jay Green sped up. No matter how you pay.
Y'all want to talk about AB?
Antonio,
what
let's talk
about
about it because there's a confession from me.
Uh-oh.
Not a confession, but like a realization. And I want to say this. Here's a preface of it all.
Okay.
I don't like that people, especially on social media, don't have nuance. I think you have nuance. You say your two sides, your how you're thinking. If you are adamant about something, you're gonna say that. If you're not sure about something, you're gonna say that. I love that on social media. I hate when somebody just set in stone. This is who the fuck they are. Me, I'm like you. I sometimes will step in the shit.
Right.
Stop it. I heard you heard step in and you was about to go. I step in the shit and then I realized, oh shit, I stepped in some shit. Let me scale it back. I was wrong and I admit to being wrong. So this is the thing about AB. We know AB went wild at the New York Jets game and there was backstory to it, but we didn't have that at the time. And the first thing I said when somebody sent me a text message in the group text was, that nigga is a piece of shit.
Yes.
That's the first thing I said.
Okay.
And of course, I'm basing it off of the Antonio
entirety,
Brown life of what we know. And then I said, I was the first person again to go, well, maybe that's CTE. So I was both the one who called him a piece of shit, but then I also said, now dude might be dealing something with the frontal lobe, and this is what he's going through. So I want to now that the preface didn't really matter to this conversation. He's not a piece of shit. He's not. We can all agree as the Fresh J's not a piece of shit. But is it that CTE situation? You wouldn't know until he's dead.
They can't study your brain. I don't think it's obviously CTE a part of it, right? But
I think the outburst,
the outburst,
what he did,
like a
at the
Tourette's
stadium.
type of reaction that he has to life. But other than that, the nigga just want what he want.
He was injured,
He was hurt, and they try to force him to play.
and he has back.
And that's what they do to everybody in the NFL. So
See, I've heard two
2021,
separate
he's wild enough to
versions.
go, what the fuck? Like, he's just wild enough to say, no, man, fuck that shit.
I've heard two separate versions. I've heard that he was hurt and the MRI came back negative on his ankle and all that. But then I also heard that this nigga was supposed to get his bonuses.
Oh, $1 million bonus.
He had 8 touchdowns to get. He had
We saw Any Given Sunday
3
talk about
touchdowns, 8 catches, and 8 receptions and however many yards.
One more, he
300.
was gonna have $1 million, something like that, or like 3.
8 more catches and
8 more catches, 3 more
knocking them out and not passing them, or they were. What was happening?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't getting the looks, he wasn't getting the throws, which I think what just me thinking. I think before the game they came up to him and said, "Yo, man, can you play?" And he had those bonuses in mind, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll try it. Fuck it." And then halftime is approaching. Nigga, you haven't gotten any throws to you. You haven't gotten any. You're not finna
You're not gonna get your bonuses.
So why am I playing?
Why?
Yeah.
I like let me be out. I'm hurt.
Then
It's about to be playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So then he starts saying, "Well, if that's the case, I'm not gonna play. Let me go take." And they were like, "No, you said you're suiting up.
Peace
Like
and
if that's the
blessings,
case,
bro.
we'll put you in right now." And he was like, "What the fuck you mean? You're gonna put me in now? I'm still not gonna get the bonuses."
So this nigga had a Kaepernick reaction.
And it was like, "Fuck y'all." I don't know about a Kaepernick reaction.
That's down there who you enjoy.
So
Yeah, that cap.
I mean, that was y'all both just wrapped that up so beautifully.
It's, yeah,
We're not
we
talking
really
about
don't have
frontal lobes
to.
back in the day.
Yeah,
Frontal lobes.
we
Like,
know
any
now. We
lobes
didn't
of the
heard about
brain.
dudes killing
Yeah.
people now, so we know the
And themselves.
in themselves,
Like the Raiders, these niggas, like, they just can't get it together.
right? So
Okay, first of all, okay,
Talk to your
he
boys.
said
not
rate
gonna
up. He said rate up. He say Raider.
What if moving the Raiders to the Vegas is gonna just explode?
Nigga, that was the worst thing to ever do.
Yeah, just young niggas is
24-hour fucking access to anything.
everything.
To sin.
That's worse than LA.
Nigga, Sin City.
You can
Nobody
see-
ever said that's not Sin City. When they said it was Sin City, it was like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
And now you a millionaire, you young as hell, you can just go there and you got a little bit of brain fucking an injury.
It's bad enough being in LA.
And you swole fucking
At least LA said at 2 o'clock, they like, go the fuck home.
And
We'll be
that's-
back open at 8, guys.
I used to
Don't
work
worry.
as the doorman for a hookah lounge.
Or
and
go to after hours.
the Vegas people would come to the thing and say, y'all closing at 2? Like, why would you, like, we close at 6 in the morning in
Like,
Vegas.
and that
I
is
was
the
like,
problem.
this is Los Angeles.
Isn't that? But isn't that?
So if things stayed open in Los Angeles to that time, there would be purge.
It would be
Yeah.
Sin City number 2.
My nigga, listen. Yeah, this place would
You
be
should go
fucking
home
wild,
and go to
dog.
sleep because the sun's going to come out tomorrow.
And it's going to be beautiful.
That's dope. That's actually one of the reasons you should be in LA. It's not where
You're right. You need to be outside during the daytime out this motherfucker.
So true.
It's so beautiful out
Yeah,
here.
fuck them haters, Wax. I hope that's how you pronounce it.
What'd you say?
You see, he on Team AB.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
haters. Okay, I thought they said Raiders.
Oh, no, man. Nobody cares about
Dang,
the
you
Raiders,
really?
man.
Like,
Hey,
come
man.
on, dog. Nobody cares.
Like nobody
team.
cares enough about the Raiders to say fuck the Raiders. You know what I'm saying?
True story, bro. Only Raider fans are dope by themselves. They don't need nothing else.
They are the most dopest
Stay
fan
out of
base
our conversation.
in sports.
Stay out of the conversation about
Leave the NFL.
Stay out of our conversation.
Leave.
Leave the whole.
Hey, yeah.
Hey,
Nah. Don't be here when I get back. That's a true Raider fan. Don't be here when I get back. How about that one?
Can we talk about
They come back with a lawyer with his face painted.
somebody that we recently lost, man? Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier,
Let's talk about that.
The motherfucking
distinguished
the
legend.
legend.
You know, it goes for me. I never forget Jamie Foxx's speeches throughout when he got the Oscar. He had a run, and he was giving out dope ass speeches, and he brought up Sidney almost every
time.
speech.
Yeah.
And I remember what Sidney said to her. Could you imagine somebody like a hero of yours, even if they ain't a hero, they become a hero when they say something. He said, "When I saw you," I'm just doing the Jamie Foxx. I grew 2 inches. And Jamie Foxx always said Sidney said it.
Yeah.
And it's some shit that Sidney would say. Y'all.
Yeah, it's very distinguished, very
Yes.
poignant.
He can slap a white man in the face. And he can
Call
tell
me
a black
Mr.
man-
Tibbs.
He can tell a black man that I grew 2 inches. Not the wrong way.
This nigga.
But Jamie Foxx's speech is always big for me because that's when I was all like, let me check Sidney out a little bit more. So in 04.
Oh, that's
This is
crazy.
04. This is almost 20 years
That's
ago.
fair.
So don't
We
don't
geeks though.
No,
Yeah.
my mom, that was my mom's favorite actor.
Yeah, and,
so
and
yeah,
let's
it
do
was
it
Rambo.
again. In the movies, the context for me, because I went on the like quote unquote black exploitation phase, and I started to learn the distinguishment between a Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby movie and
A blaxploitation
Rudy
film.
Ray Moore movie.
Yeah.
So, I started to learn
Shaft.
what they call black exploitation. Some was just black film.
Yes.
Some was black exploitation, depending on who was the producer.
See, but I never counted
Rudy is still
Sidney Poitier movies.
Me neither.
Yeah,
but
I
they-
never
they-
count Harry Belafonte. Like I
Yeah.
never, those were never black
All
exploitation.
Caribbean
weren't.
black men.
They weren't. They
Harry
weren't.
Belafonte?
No, Harry Belafonte and
He is.
Sidney Poitier.
Oh, I didn't know that
And there's another dude that was in the movies that was from fucking Bohemian as well. I forget his
because they'll never want to give American black people
The job.
the job.
Here we go again.
I want to know what the strings got pulled for Denzel to get on shit.
So,
That nigga was probably talking with a British accent.
He was actually Richard III was the first thing he ever did.
you know what? There was some advice that Sidney gave Denzel. Not to be out there.
Yeah, don't be
at
outside as
everything.
much, yeah.
Don't go. Don't be.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Don't take yourself out there.
Man, that's so crazy, bro.
She's acting like a nigga. Keep it together, Denzel.
Well, when you hear Sidney say it, it's funny because you can hear it's like your grandfather say it and you be like, well, I mean, you a hater. When
Yeah.
Sidney say it, you like, I'll take some thought about that. Man,
Yeah,
'cause-
I was the blackest thing in Hollywood for
For a
Could you
while.
imagine? Could you imagine?
you. Fuck these people's
Calvin
lives.
Lockhart. Y'all know who Calvin Lockhart
That's
is?
a familiar name. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
This dude here.
Yes.
Also,
That's
his
also
name?
from the island. Yes,
okay.
Whispers from Hoodlum.
okay.
Damn, is that what he looked like as a young man?
Bro.
Damn, sure is Whispers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I watched Brown. You told me to watch Uptown Saturday Night. I watched that,
It's a great movie.
and I went and watched.
still haven't seen that.
And I went and watched Let's Do It Again.
That's my
You
boy's
haven't seen
favorite movie.
Nah,
Like,
Let's Do It Again.
no, Uptown Saturday Night.
Bro.
Brian, love that
First
shit.
off, like Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby. Let's just.
Yeah, that cast is
Bro,
insane.
that cast is
But
insane.
okay, so think about
But Cass was insane back then.
Okay, I'm gonna read them off.
Yeah, right? Like,
think
that
about
was-
this nigga Kevin Hart trying to recreate
Thank
that.
you.
And people were like,
When he was trying to do
Nigga, we can't
it,
see all, first off, look at the IMDb.
With Chadwick,
Scroll.
the
It's
fact that he was trying to do that
beautiful
shit,
blackness,
Chadwick,
bro,
that was
forever.
going to be
So
dope.
William, can I read it? Can I read it off and then
Let him read it. Let him read
Sorry,
it.
bro.
Let him
All right,
read
do you
it.
So we
think?
got Sidney
Hit me,
Poitier, Bill Cosby, Harry Belafonte, Flip Wilson, Richard Pryor, Calvin Lockhart, Rosalind Cass, Roscoe Lee, Paula Kelly, Lee Chamberlain, like, bro,
Man.
Lincoln Kilpatrick. It just goes and goes and goes and goes, dude. And it's just like, of course they didn't want this on screen. Looking good, fighting. First off, there's like in the movies, like there's this. First off, there's this presence of like a church, but it's not a Christian church.
yeah.
All black people in one place putting money together to either do something do something for themselves.
That is the sad part about the
the
fall off of the black
community.
church.
Do for self, but it wasn't even the black. They weren't even Christian. It was another thing that they were.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
I'm saying in general.
community
Yeah,
come
Christianity
together
came
to
with the
worship.
black church.
type thing. They were
Yeah.
eating together. They were whatever. Let's all put together to have this food, right? And there's a part where like all the black like women in the place they had cooked, and they're like, "Come and get it!" And you just see black people running to go get food and shit, and it's just like, you know, Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier where they were going to get money to bring this back to this. And it's just like, that's any of us right now at this age that would be doing that right now if we had something to do that for. If we had that to get that for, it's just like, yeah, let me come back and hit a lick for this, you know?
That's what
and it's just crazy because one is from, from the islands. One is, Bill Cosby was playing such a black regular man role. He wasn't trying to be hood.
He's playing himself.
He was playing. That's the real Bill Cosby that we didn't see in our age growing up. It's just like,
We saw the
look at
dad.
here, motherfucker, that shit that we never got to see. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker.
I feel like Cosby was wilding in the 60s and 70s.
Obvious.
Bro, there's
Well, no. Besides the like, I feel like there's somebody out there that be like, he used to call everybody a nigga.
Yeah, I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes. No, he did.
That nigga seems like the
no.
He
Fuck
seems
you.
like the ultimate. That nigga seems like the ultimate hypocrite.
No, I know.
for
That's
sure,
why.
bro.
You know what I mean?
I agree with
cool.
what you were saying.
Don't point at me.
Light
It was
skin,
just
man.
funny.
What'd you
This
say?
guy right here.
Light
I
skin,
swear
man.
to
Fucking
40 niggas
racist.
he told me
I
not
don't
to.
agree with that, man, and I'm sorry.
You should agree with it then. He got in his feelings, man. We was agreeing with
I ain't
it.
in my feelings. You niggas be talking over me every time. First you say I talk too low, and then you talk over
You
me.
do be talking low.
That-
That's true too.
But then people talk over him. I've noticed.
That is oxymoron.
I like to talk over him.
That was
because I think
oxymoron. You're right, man. I'm sorry.
I'm better than
Man.
somebody. I gotta be better than someone. You have a strong voice.
Virgo. Virgo wants to win.
Let's go further on to this.
That was great. That whole thing
Go
right
further.
there. Rest in peace.
Legend.
We all can shout out to
Legend.
that, man, and just a beautiful thing that we got to see.
We all kind of owe him.
This one hurts.
As people that want to be
He's
thespians.
on here right now.
Yeah, like
He's
he's.
part of my thespian journey.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
He
definitely
is.
somebody you should pay attention to his career and the work. Like watch the movies and watch how he did
man.
what he did. 'Cause dude
He
was
almost
dope.
beat Betty White, man. He almost.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying.
They said, man, there's no need to say anything else. That's true, probably.
He almost.
Close to.
He
You
was
think in
getting it.
heaven, Betty White? Oh, Betty, and the niggas play Sydney. Guy in the building.
I hope so.
I am so sick.
Yeah.
Like they moved her out the way.
No, that
About
white-
time, Betty. And then,
That white dude from the white dude's like, hey, let's reprise our role. I told him I knew you.
Carol Connor, slap me. No,
Slap me, please, please.
Nelson Mandela was like, show me. If you read Will Smith's book, so this is a key thing about Will Smith's book. He talks about this thing. Nelson Mandela was in prison, of course, for 20.
Yeah, something
So
like
they say.
But I was like, wait, what do you know? Okay, so when he was
Nah,
in
that's
prison,
the Mandela effect.
yeah, when the Mandela effect. Yeah, when he was in prison, they played In the Heat of the Night, right? Mm-hmm. But he could tell it was edited.
Oh,
Nelson Mandela. He was like, there's some part where you could just see that it's cut, and so for like 2 weeks. So 2 weeks he was like, hey, somebody please tell me what happened at this point to this point, because it was a very dramatic part, and you can tell something happened. That's the part where
he slapped the shit out that boy too.
Where he slapped Archie Bunker.
And he had not seen that movie before?
He watched the movie. He
was
just didn't
new
get that part.
yeah.
It was new when he was in prison. Like,
that's crazy.
And
he's like, I can tell that this is. Because he's like, I would have slapped the shit out of him.
The crazy part is that Nelson Mandela's like, what happened? I know I'm locked up.
He on the bar. Hey, guard!
Yo,
I'm getting the real merch.
I get a phone call, right?
Hey, that nigga was in solitary confinement
You
going
need money?
through it.
Like,
Okay.
anything happened in the heat of the night?
No,
That's crazy.
So he didn't. Hey, this is part. What happens right after?
He got time codes. 20 minutes and 16 seconds.
You got a nigga at the crib. Fast forward, rewind, fast.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
So the character, Mr.
That's actually
Pibbs,
insane.
he does something I don't know what he did, and I want to know.
Is that your Nelson?
Yo, it's
how it sounded? I don't know.
that's
God.
yeah. It's better than hitting your foot, huh?
I was basing mine off of Chappelle on the Talib Kweli album.
Yo, what happened to that Henny band?
Oh,
I
man.
think about that dude doing. I like remixes and mix masters. I think about that dude doing those scrubs with Maya Angelou. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That's something. I think about Chance the Rapper doing It's Hot in Here.
I think that was amazing. And
It's
don't you ever see something like that again in your life, Mark Boy, and tell us that Chance the Album's last
not
album was good.
Chance the
rapper.
Rapper's first album that he ever put out was
Fire out of Archie.
No, okay. Coloring Book was the last good album that
No,
nigga put out.
Big Day is fire.
And that's why I just
We're not
said,
gonna-
don't ever watch
we're not
this
gonna waste
nigga
no
do
time
a
on the
country
podcast.
It
rendition
had
of
nothing to do
Hot
with the country.
Air.
I went back and listened to the album again.
What's the name of your other podcast? What's the name of your other podcast? Dude,
Awkward philosophy.
Put that on Awkward Philosophy,
No,
bro.
we're
not doing
awkward philosophy right now. Okay? Fuck all that. That was a great album.
Yo.
He is an independent
Nigga's
artist.
crazy.
You know what I started to say?
I heard y'all knock
This nigga
independent
crazy.
artists.
Speaking of knock.
And I just want to say that's just
Speaking of knock.
not cool.
Who knocked independent artists?
Speaking of knock.
You didn't say I don't like independent artists, but
Since
there's
we
been
just gonna
independent
be
artists
like-
talk about, and y'all be like that nigga's whack.
Who?
And I feel like you said you didn't fuck with
Chance
y'all.
is dope. He calls him Chance the Poet.
Before he passed, rest in peace.
Oh
No, that nigga ain't say that. I know for a fact he didn't say that.
You said
That nigga put me on the dog.
Like, nigga, no.
Yeah, nah, I know he didn't say that.
okay, so I'm wrong.
Yeah, nah, yeah, you wrong, nigga.
No, but I wanted to say,
I'm not trying to get you killed in Memphis. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, but I fuck with Dolph.
I think we played Dolph in Memphis.
Yeah, we did.
Low, like low.
I ain't want nobody
get murdered.
I don't want nobody on the video.
So what's being discussed a little bit, so the listeners know, Mark posted that Chance's album.
I didn't post it. I put it in
in the group chat. That's what I mean. Like,
It's not a post.
I'm sorry.
All right,
It's
man, sorry.
It's the right word, bro.
Semantics. I'm my bad.
So sorry.
Handle your liquor, bro. So I'm in the zone right now.
Yeah.
So Mark said that, and then I told him to shut up, which got a laugh. I just want to say
They got a
that.
laugh.
And
Got a chuckle.
about Chance's last album being whatever the stupid shit he just said now. And I started to just go. When I started to go, Nocturnal was a dope ass rapper. He just never got his respect just to be a LA nigga and start talking about rappers.
No,
that-
but Nocturnal's album was fucking fire. I have that
It was
album.
produced-
I have it on disc.
It was
That
produced
shit
by
was
Dr.
fire,
it
bro.
was a
produced by
fire
Dr.
album.
It was good.
But we don't be sitting there going, "Hey, you needed to fuck with our Nocturnal." Get the shit. You
Okay,
get
so y'all have y'all people too.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
So
I'm not trying.
Nah,
to
he was actually signed to Aftermath.
So he was signed
To
he had a
Aftermath.
major release. No, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this person was independent in the actual bar. I never heard that, but this
He's
is
a star.
obviously
Chance is a star.
Chance is a star.
And he's also signed by Empire. Or working with Empire.
Was it Empire or 300?
I think he had a
Oh,
partnership.
300.
In partnership.
It is a partnership. He got a distribution deal.
Okay.
Nocturnal did
signed.
Into the Night.
It's not being signed.
I hear you. I hear you, man. I
If you
hear
get a
you.
distribution deal, that's fire. I would be down to get a distribution deal.
NWA had a distribution.
I don't want to deal no more.
No, they didn't.
No.
No, they had a deal.
Well, they thought they had a distribution.
Yeah, they thought they had a distribution.
I think it's really whack what happened to us with this album, man. We should drop that shit back in May. I think about that sometimes. I'm sorry that it ended up going like that. It
You talking about the
got
initiates?
dropped without mixing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be called the initiates. That's the thing I have to say in my heart.
Yeah.
Never wanted to be called that. It just happened last minute like that. We were so anything can happen. If you hold out with somebody, so
Technically,
long, you can do anything you want.
Was fire. Whack.
We should have
Helter Skelter was fire.
That's all I'm saying.
We talking about some
Ethnic.
people who
This is
never got that movement.
It's some real LA shit right there. That's the only niggas that know about that.
Telling the truth.
That's a lot because but niggas don't know that's why they need to have their own equipment and or have a way to record, and that's something we learned here.
Well, that's I think it's funny because I went through that journey in college. I went through that journey in college. The same thing where you're like, man, just put the shit up. Niggas like, nah,
people
man,
know I'm doing it and want it, and there's a thirsty for it.
And then
There's a thirsty.
they want to put it out when a nigga go into basic training and shit.
Man, it's annoying.
Like,
after
we
the
here to
heat is
just
gone.
complain
I got
about
4
when
years
we
till
was
I can talk about that shit again.
Is that what we gonna do? Are we here to complain about when we was younger? Are we trying to get on?
No, okay.
We're talking about the game.
Let's talk about the game. Support is free, and you know what I'm saying. Show your work.
So this is about that post. Something you posted.
I posted.
It wasn't a text in the group chat.
No.
It was a post by Mark.
This nigga's so stupid.
No, because I want to make sure.
I want to make sure
Before I
everybody
go
knows.
further,
Yeah.
What's the post? I gotta bring
You
it
can pull it back up. So I've been reading this book called Show Your Work.
Show your work.
10 ways to
Show your
share
work.
your creativity and get discovered by Austin Kleon. Okay?
Okay.
I just got
recommend it.
off the phone with Cleon.
I just got
that
off
from?
the phone.
What's that from?
It's great. So it's a great book, dude. You know what I'm saying? Let others see into your process and let them steal from you. You can't find your voice if you don't use it.
Feeling like
Share
at
without
church right now.
oversharing.
Yeah.
Think work, not workouts.
That's the quote from the book.
Those are the book in 3 sentences, but it's so you don't send the details.
This nigga Mark made me feel like I was about to get the scripture right now, boy.
Why are you yelling?
There's a
Because the
lot of fact
scripture
shit.
is real, bro.
Damn, I moved too far.
Shit.
So, I mean, this overall book, it's a book of threes. The other one that there is Steal Like an Artist, which is like a system in like finding inspiration in fine art, which is some fire shit and talks about how people get that. But this one is about just like not being afraid, to taking the perfectionist off and fucking allowing you to fucking open up and like work with the people around you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let your soul out.
You want me to just tell you where it is? Tell you about the post?
Turn to page 37.
It's the first post I've done recently. I don't know how hard it is to find.
Oh, I'm not on your. See, I'm in bed. I'm in.
What were you looking at?
I was in
our
our group chat inside of
Oh, the Instagram verse.
the Instagram and.
Okay, nevertheless. So
Yeah.
on my page, I posted an excerpt from the book saying tastemakers who make up the ecology of
Amen.
talent. If you look back closely at history, many of the people who you think of as lone geniuses were actually a part of a whole scene of people
Hell
who
yeah.
were supporting each other, looking at each other's works, copying from each other, and stealing ideas, contributing ideas. Genius doesn't take away from the achievements of those great individuals. It just acknowledges that good work isn't created in a vacuum. Okay?
And then
Now, if you could put your books down.
on some slides,
Okay.
you show Beethoven
I saw Beethoven. Yeah.
and the arrows pointing to him, basically
Yes.
just saying this is
This is the scene he was in.
the scene he was in. The people, it was a collective.
Of people.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Check this guy out. Check this out.
Yes.
And so
Not check this guy out. We are all around here.
we are all around here,
Yes.
and there's a De Palma. So what happened was
Brian De Palma?
Brian De Palma. I'm gonna get to that, but I gotta go here first.
What's up?
This is another one of those things, the nuance thing, where I was like, I disagree.
Okay.
In a way, I didn't fully disagree with you, but I did say, as far as you were saying, I need to start sharing you guys more, your moves, your things, whatever it's going. I need to put that on my social media and let everybody know about my comrades in this battle of
The scene.
the scene.
Yes.
And I think the example that you and your friend had a conversation was with your girl. Like that's you need to start just promoting whatever her moves are, and then you was all like extended to beyond on us.
Yeah.
And I was all like, nah, dopeness begat dopeness. That's my mindset.
Okay.
When I brought it up, and so what I was explaining was
So still sharp.
that when I think my friends are dope anyway, so when they do something, Jonathan, stop. Okay, it's childish. No,
Oh, I'm tripping when I say something about the shit, but now you understand why the fuck I be having to stop.
Hey, you light skin.
That was very light skin. Okay. Yeah, please get that. Yeah,
Can I please
But,
answer this?
what I'm saying is that we gonna do dope shit. I don't have to post the shit that I don't think is dope from you, because I'm gonna post enough of your dope shit. And I use the song you guys did "Used To" as an example.
Is that why you always be ignoring all my when I
All
send
the
songs
time.
into the group chat?
I'd be like, excuse me. I don't even listen to your shit. Because, you know, these are all jokes. These are all jokes. I'm a comedian. That's what I do. No. When y'all do dope shit, I would put it out. And so that was my argument. Jonathan said, let's just move on to the subject. I'm excited. I'm excited, Spence.
Nigga, keep talking.
So Jonathan was all like, nah, we share everything. We put everything out there. If the shit is whack on the response, then just delete the shit and just keep going. Like, just make sure that the energy is out there scenically. Be a scenius, like you said.
Okay.
And so y'all changed my mind before I wanted to talk about it on here and not have my mind
Made up.
T-stain. I got stain. I feel
Got bars. He's saying
I appreciate
he's
it.
calling you
Where's the
T-Stain
stain?
instead of T-Stain.
Yeah, but where's
He's
the
saying
stain?
you got
Got
bars.
bars.
You know Stain.
We listening, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but I know I need to stay in the
But where's
moment.
the stain?
Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment.
I just got this out the dryer.
Yeah, no, this is all clean.
Drip too hard. Drip too
fresh,
hard.
No pain.
Drip too hard. Drip too hard.
but the mindset is that I was only thinking we need to push dopeness because people will say, "Oh shit, that is dope. Let me look at it. But y'all brought up the point that no, you push everything and let them find the dopeness on their own. And again, if it ain't dope, you just throw
On
it
to the
away and
next.
bring it back. You know.
Okay, so my response to that is that if you were sharing, you may have been sharing everything that you thought was dope.
I did, yeah.
Before. I wasn't. So
At all. So you was. Yeah.
Thank you. I was in the mindset before of like my avenue is for me to be seen, and not completely oversharing it,
yeah.
but like way more. I be seeing my friends fire shit, and I don't put it on. I don't put it in my story.
Yeah.
I don't grab everything that I see with my friends that I think is even
And
cool.
you like that. You be
And
like,
I
that
like
shit's
a lot of
dope.
my friend shit. I like it, and I'll comment to them. But if I put it on my shit, because it's like before I even was reading this, I've seen we went to fucking Andre Park shit, the link up. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at all them DJs. What the fuck are y'all doing, bro? How y'all do this? Okay. All them DJs do not have big following. They got like 1,300, 1,200, 1,500 followers, bro.
And
Okay.
they're dope DJs.
Fire DJs hack out the fucking entire shit, go across the whole world. They be in London, they be in Houston, they be in fucking, you know what I'm saying? Chicago,
Anyway, yeah.
all these places. Dallas, okay. So I'm like, how the fuck y'all doing this? They have a collective, bro. And I'm like, okay. I try to ask them, hey,
Well, it's
y'all
like
remember
it's like selection.
it is that. It's so.
It is selection? Yeah, okay, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Selection, colors, Pantages. This is all the same thing.
Oh, okay.
These are collectives, right?
Yeah.
Right.
These people come together and create a scene of each other's, right? I got cool motherfuckers. I try and ask them, hey man, I'll pay you. Can I come to come to my shit? But that's me looking at they shit saying, hey,
Yo.
bro, I see y'all got some cool shit. Can I get in on it? That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm actually supposed to be looking around to my people right here and saying, who I already have, and saying, hey, can you fuck with me? I'll pay you.
And
hey,
so-
not these other people. Hey, I love y'all. Can y'all get on my shit?
there's another-
I've been telling
I've been
niggas that.
doing
Yeah,
that. Nigga.
there's another
Yeah,
example.
Mark is just posting it and actually going to be doing it this whole
Well,
year.
I'm like, even
That's
like
my
pulling
fault.
from the scene though. Like even from the scene, like when we were doing the comedy show, you know how most people want names. I didn't want no fucking names.
Right.
I wanted
Fire
people. I
show.
wanted good ass people that I'm around,
Yeah.
and that we've already built this culture of us. So like we can just continue to expand on that. The thing that sucks is those people get mad at you for doing that because they want
Who people? What people?
the people that you're building it with. Like,
your scene- your scene
they're like, hey
party.
man, fucking give me money. And you're like, bro, if you know I don't have, we're the same person.
Yeah,
the
could you pay me?
At the same
Could you
level,
pay me to
nigga.
do something? No, you can't pay me to do something. I'm doing this as I want you to be out there. I want people to see you.
And the thing you can get paid for, which a lot of niggas figure out, is the free support. Free support turns into money, bro. Like if people fucking come and like give you that love, and you're telling the artist that you're collabing with the same shit, just put it out. Just put it out.
Put it out. And then Issa Rae said this. It's funny, we talked about this about Issa Rae, and we was like, man, it would be dope if Issa Rae could put us on, which would be dope.
That would be super dope.
But also,
shout out to Issa Rae.
She said this before she even got to the point where she is now. She was like, do the shit that you've been doing with your friends. Do that. Just do the work that you've been doing with the people that you are already around. Because when y'all blow, y'all gonna blow together, and that's way better than blowing with
being put on.
Then getting signed. Like somebody pulling one person up. That's why I love Kevin Hart and his crew. He looks out for them, but he has to, right? Because Kevin Hart could easily go like, they 3 yards, I'm good, bro. I'm out this shit.
I'm set.
And never fuck with them.
But he
ever
continuously comes back.
Yo, that is the reason I watch all that nigga shit.
Yeah,
that me too.
Because he's not really like that funny to me anymore.
He's hilarious anymore. I give you
anymore. You know what I'm saying? But like, just the fact that like you never see that nigga without one of his homeboys.
Yeah.
And his people are always around. He's always talking about his people. It's like, man, I gotta support you, just so I can support your whole movement. Just because. Nigga, like that shit is cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same shit. You gotta build the movement.
And they were long haul niggas. They were like,
now they're still there, and it feels better. They still are not to the level of what he's doing or what he's done.
Yeah,
they won't even get there. It seemed like, but the fact that the crew stayed the crew, that's something that you just salute. Same thing with Will Smith from that book,
Charlie Mack.
You hear that Charlie was the dude spinning them around on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
When you watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
I didn't know that.
The guy who's spinning around is Charlie, his security, whatever. And of course, we know about Jazz. That's DJ Jazzy Jeff. He was the famous guy. Will Smith was not.
Yeah, Will Smith was not the famous guy at first.
Jazzy Jeff was a regular dude who Will said, "I want you to be as dope as they're making me now." And I'm talking about when he came to LA and became the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah. He told Jazz, "You need to come to LA," and Jazz in his mama house was like, "Nah, I'm good."
On LA.
I'm not moving to LA. Dog, they gonna pay you $10K.
That's the nigga you need to bring to LA. The nigga that is not impressed by this shit, that's the nigga you need to bring to LA.
Will was also not impressed by this shit. He had already done it. The only reason he stayed is because somebody was they introduced you to Quincy Jones, and that'll change you. You know, you meet Quincy, you'll do something different. But Will was all like, "No, I'm just trying to clear my mind. I'm not out here to do nothing. You know, I'm not trying to be famous. I'm just
doing this show."
But Charlie was like, "Nigga, hey, this Fresh Prince of Bel-Air." Charlie was bigging up his friend. That's Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Hey, come meet this girl. Her name is Halle Berry. Oh, nice to meet you. You know, and that's
imagine you not being like
impressed.
Okay, Halle. Okay, cool.
Little short ass bitch.
Nice to meet you.
You bad and fine. You in what? Oh, cool. I hope that takes off.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
I hope you get to where now she fucking.
And 20 years later, y'all are all the shit.
Good for you.
Exactly.
Damn. I never thought about that.
And to me, that's how we are. Honestly, I think that's how we have never. This crew right here has never looked at anybody like you whack. We embrace everybody in our scene. We have always done that.
But like.
They don't embrace us.
My new shit.
I'm the silent partner. Maybe I just don't talk shit out loud to y'all two enough, but this nigga knows how I feel about every nigga we done ran into.
That's different. It's different to be at home and talk shit.
There are a lot.
Dog.
But hey.
Listen.
But
some characters out.
You were talking about talents, not talking about overall demeanor.
No, I know what you're talking about.
We're not going into that. Hey, the game is.
I'm sure they got.
How are you friends with these niggas, dog?
That's a strong word.
The problem was he was living at Marty's at the time, so niggas was just coming in the house.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, how are you letting these people in your house?
Yo,
These
I
are
did not know
friends.
you
That shit
had
changed
long
my
ass
life,
hair.
bro.
Yeah,
So
dog.
now I know you, and so to think that you were sitting in there with the type of people that were coming back.
Yes.
Bro,
A real
is
friend with these other
absolutely
friends.
hilarious, bro.
Nigga, I used to just be like,
gee,
what the
I'm so
fuck
glad
is
that nigga's gone, dude? What the fuck is that?
for a lot of niggas, dog?
I imagine that, and that's hilarious.
You used to have to like not y'all know like first thing I do come in roast some bud, we all smoke.
Yeah.
Nigga, I used to wait.
Yeah,
It'd be 2-3 hours, nigga. And I'd be like, nah, they'll all leave. It'll be me, him, and like maybe one of y'all two.
Yeah.
Is it like people
Right,
I fuck
Dougie.
with? All right, cool. Let's roll blunts. Like, let's smoke. I'm not smoking with you, nigga.
Hey, let's stay on this dynamic because we always talk about the way we met. like it was all like, oh no, you clear, and I didn't know how dope this was. I was just coming in the room like, oh, this is a nice guy. Oh, video games, let's play video games. Oh, weed, let's smoke it. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that was going on, and I'm over here still like being dope. Like, hey, I'm gay. I know the same peculiar individuals you do, and I know them individually from you. Like I don't know them like how you're them because that's your friend.
You have your own relationship.
I know these people, and I'm all like, yeah, they're peculiar too. So when I come back there, I'm thinking, oh, we are allowed to go. No, we are not allowed. You are allowed to come back here, nigga. And if this guy's here, he fucks with you. He don't fuck with everybody else. He don't fuck with the rest of these people.
Actually, Rob was talking about that shit at my show the other day, saying like how he would have a blunt and go out in the backyard and be telling you, "Hey, bro, come back here," and niggas would be like, "Oh man, we smoking." And I was like, no. This nigga here.
He's coming with me to smoke, nigga.
And Keenan said like, yo, at one point like I got to go back there, and he was like, oh, so this is what it looks like.
And so I didn't understand the dynamic. Keenan is not the example, but somebody was. Some dude tried to get back there.
Oh yeah.
And John was like, nah, bro.
Man, say that nigga name.
I don't know. I actually don't remember who it was. I honestly don't remember who it was.
I can't remember.
Oh, I think
I did it to a lot of people.
Because I remember one night this nigga John was like, "Hey, bro, this is my house. You need to leave."
There is a girl, but I
was like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool."
You know what I'm talking about. There's a girl who Jonathan was like, everybody in my room don't need to be in my room, and he wanted her out, and she's doing pretty good for herself right now. And
I don't give a fuck.
He did not want her.
I know who the fuck this is.
Yeah,
and yes, I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about.
So the whole mindset is
I had never even met that person at that
just
point.
got in, and that's how they've done everything.
And you read energies in that stuff. That's one thing to have him as a friend.
Ooh, I wish we could. Ooh.
Yeah. Later when we're rich, we can write our books. We can write our books and do.
I met John so like cool. I met John and I was like, please don't beat me up.
I was a different person.
He was like, Spencer, why would I beat you up? You're my friend.
I was like, cool. He's like, I just feel like I'll be trying. I'm like,
it was funny. I was so stupid to the fact that this guy was. I know we bigging up you and make you feel good, but I was like, I didn't know he was cool. I just thought he was.
We just got the same name.
We just had the same name. I thought he liked Tom and Jerry like I like.
So all that shit that we talk about, like we didn't even
fucking
the place
hilarious.
that we're talking about though. Really, that was the begin. That
And that's
in
the
the beginning
thing.
of the scene for you, but that's the scene.
And that's the thing that you talk about, like, and Jonathan technically was doing that day.
But also, you're saying
from the beginning,
we don't gotta share all them motherfucker shit. I'm not saying that.
And you wasn't talking, and that's the.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is only dopeness, and so. Everything that was going on in that room was I don't know.
Microphone.
It's like we're arguing
because y'all told me that I don't talk loud enough.
No,
motherfuckers.
We're arguing with agreements. Yes, I agree.
That's the energy I want in 2022.
You right, nigga. Your mom raised you right. Your mom raised you right.
Shout out Miss Parker.
Man.
But no, the that was what you was doing from day one.
Yes,
when you met me and you said I want to align with this guy, it was because you said no, I fucks with him and he deserves to be known that he's a cool guy. And I was like, oh.
I also be watching how like the very thing we're saying, niggas don't be supporting the person. This nigga was running. I know you were hosting it, but you were running the liquid or whatever, whatever the fuck that shit.
Electrolyze, yeah.
I was like, this nigga does this. He leaves here every Friday to go do this, and then people keep talking to this nigga like, "Oh, what you about to go do next?" I'm like, y'all should be trying to fuck with this nigga.
And it was funny. I would go shake hands with like. It's funny when I met these quote unquote famous comedians like Tony Baker or rest in peace Ricardo. I met Ricardo doing that shit. Like I would. Meet these dope ass comedians from doing that, and I didn't and rail battle and stuff like that. I met them doing that stuff, and I didn't realize that you are in this different group. People need to know you. I just treated it like, oh, it's a show that I run.
I was like, this nigga running the show with all the hot names on it.
Yeah, and people didn't treat me like that. They were like, oh, which.
Yeah.
Damn, nigga, I wish I'd known. I'd have treated you like that.
No, you wouldn't. I'm always going to be what I am. To you.
Yeah, it's a light skinned dark nigga.
A light skin.
I'm like the dark skinned person and a light skinned person treats like a light skinned person. Like they're the dark skinned.
Don't hit me, dog.
Sorry, I apologize.
Hilarious. Niggas.
Anyway, let's just put a bow on this shit.
Wrap it up.
You changed my mind. You guys changed my mind in that sense. Because I was really like, no, let's just post the dopeness. But then I saw the light. I saw light-skinned people angst. That's not me. That's being frank. I learned that we need to do this. We need to put the scene out there. And not just this group. It's people we fuck with. And so that's another part. I got Now Snapson hats. I got Brooklyn Jones sweatshirts. You know, I post Arthur Hamilton. I post Haiti.
They've all been on the podcast.
Yeah, I post Haiti.
Arthur hasn't.
I post them all the time. So
Arthur has been on the podcast. We didn't release the episode though.
He
He came to the house with Niles and Chaz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was one of the good podcasts. I wish we had stayed in that element.
Yeah.
Pharcyde is dope. The whole mindset was what was I saying? Oh, I always been doing that as far as the people I fuck with, I make sure I fuck with. When y'all be like, who we gonna do when we was doing the show, who we should put on the show, I was like, we should put such and such on the show. Because I was so big about making sure that these people, I was following in those footsteps. Like I wanted to make sure those people got those moves. But from what you said, you was like, I'm not doing that. I started to say, I'm not doing that either.
Okay, so on the shows that I'm booking, I'm booking fire people, but I believe my people are fire.
That's what. So same thing. So we're both on the same page.
Yes.
But you also was saying there's a deficiency, and I agree with myself that there's a deficiency, which is something I didn't think before that. Before you brought that shit up, I did not think there was a deficiency.
Right.
I said I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, posting the dope shit. And Jonathan pointed out, no, the dope shit is everything that we do.
Yeah, I post all that shit.
You post the dope shit and let the dope shit do its thing.
Right.
You don't determine if it's dope or not. You post it and then let the work go.
See, my boy, I got a shout out my boy Dub.
Shout out.
He
What up, Dub?
he's a mechanic, and he went from working on like, all right, I just do niggas. It's my boy that pulls up and works on T-Bird. He'll come to your crib. He pulls up and he does all the work in the front yard, blah blah. But now he's to a point where this nigga builds sets for music videos, and he builds oh shit. Brown, the live froze.
Yeah, something happened. Tell everybody I'm gonna turn it off and come right back on.
Yeah, we gonna turn it off.
Turn it off and coming right back on, and I mean this with love. I haven't seen my shit since.
I was like, where the fuck that come
Sorry about that. Yeah, I hit you again.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, well, I gotta turn it off.
I was gonna take this real quick.
You go take a piss, man.
Yeah, we call this the interlude, high key.
Screen froze. Screen